Hey gang, TigerBill here, and welcome back to another Newbie Drummer Monday. Now, in the past, we spoke about reading music. We showed you how to read and understand what a 4/4 time signature is, what a quarter note is, what an eighth note is, and what a 16th note is. Well, this time, although it's not used as often, you will see 30-second notes in music occasionally, especially a lot of these speed metal pieces use 30-second notes a lot. Okay, so you need to know how to read and understand 30-second notes. So, going back to 4/4 time, the quarter note gets one beat. If the quarter note gets one beat, each eighth note gets a half a beat. So it takes two eighth notes to equal one quarter note. 16th notes, get a quarter of a beat each, so it takes 4 16th notes to equal that same quarter note. Now, staying with the same basic math of fractions, the 32nd note, what do you think that gets? If the 16th note gets a quarter of a beat each, the 32nd note would get an eighth of a beat each. So that means it takes 8 32nd notes to equal that same 1 quarter note. Okay, now, we don't usually count all those 32nd notes because most of the time they just come by too fast because you're playing 8 notes for each beat in the music. So what we do is, the trick we use is we count as if we're playing 16th notes, which if you'll recall the way we count them is 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and we just count every other note that we play because we're double timing the notes basically. So here's what a group, one bar, one measure of 30-second notes, remember 8 notes for each beat. Here's what they look like and sound like when it's played and the way it should be counted. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and okay, simple as that. All right, so that's the 32nd note. Hope that helps. Oh, and what does the 32nd note look like? Well, same thing as the 16th note. 2 flags on the 16th note, right? A stem and a filled-in circle. The 32nd note has 3 flags, a stem and a filled-in circle. And the equivalent rest, the same thing. The equivalent rest has 3 flags, but going off in the other direction. Okay, so that's the 32nd note. Hope that helps. Mess around with that. Practice how to read it, practice how to play it, practice how to count it. And until next time, have fun and always stay loose.